Once there was a boy who said to Jesus, "Jesus, when I grow up, I want to become a successful man. Can you tell me some ways to be successful?" Jesus nodded in yes and took him to a nearby nursery. From the nursery, Jesus bought 2 small plants and came back home. Then, he planted one plant in a pot and kept it inside the house, and planted the other plant outside the house. What do you think? Which of these 2 plants will grow better in the future? Jesus asked. The boy kept thinking for some time and then said, "The plant inside the house will grow better because it is safe from every danger, while the plant outside is at risk of many things like strong sunlight, storm, rain, and animals." Jesus smiled and said, "Let us see what happens in the future." After 3 years, the boy came to visit Jesus again. When the boy saw Jesus, he asked him, "Jesus, last time I asked you a question, how to be successful in life, but you did not tell me anything. But this time you have to tell me." Jesus smiled and said, "Sure, but first let us take a look at the plants that we bought a few years back." Saying this, Jesus took the boy to the place where he had planted the small plant in a pot. They saw that the small plant had turned into a big plant. Then, he took the boy to look at the plant which they had planted outside. They saw that a big tree had grown out of a small plant, its branches spread far and wide, providing shade to passerby. Now, Jesus looked at the boy and asked, "Tell me, which plant grew more? Which is more successful?" The boy replied, "The one we planted outside." "But Jesus, how is this possible? That plant must have faced so many dangers, still, it grew so big." Jesus smiled and said, "Yes, the plant outside had to face many things, but dealing with problems had its benefits too. The plant outside had freedom to spread its roots as much as it wanted. Problems like storms and heavy rain made its roots even stronger. Today, it is so strong that a small storm cannot cause any harm to it, while the plant we planted inside remained small and weak too because it did not withstand the heavy storms, rain, and strong sunlight." Then, Jesus looked at the boy and said, "My son, always remember that unless you struggle in life, unless you go through difficulties, you too will not be able to achieve success in your life. If you make comfortable choices, then you will not be able to grow as much as you can. And if you are ready to struggle and go through difficulties, then no goal is impossible for you to achieve. Therefore, never think of problems as hurdles, but think of them as stepping stones towards success. And always remember, I am here with you in every step of the way. I will never leave your side, I will give you strength and courage to face them all. We will be together in your journey." The boy took a long breath and started looking at the tree. The words of Jesus were echoing in his mind and heart.